Good morning, everybody. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and start because I gotta leave out of my house by 10. It's 9:03 a.m. So, and nobody on it right now, but I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. Y'all can just go ahead and rewind it if you guys miss it. So today we're talking about the Summer Wells case. I've been following this case behind the scenes. I told myself that I really wasn't going to talk about it because a lot of people was already covering this case. I hope you guys can hear me. Let me take my headphones off. Yeah, because a lot of YouTubers been already talking about this case. But I do want to go over it briefly, really quickly, about some things and my opinion towards this case because something is not right about this case, and I have a really, really bad feeling about the family involved in this case. So we're gonna start from the beginning, and we're gonna make this video really quick because again I gotta get out of here by 10, and it's 9:04. So what happened to Summer Wells? What we know about the missing 5-year-old in Tennessee. Summerwell was allegedly planting flowers with her mom and grandmother outside their home in a rural Tennessee before she went inside to play with her toys, according to her father. When her mother went looking for her a short time later, she was gone. She went out the basement door, Donald Wells. Now, I said allegedly because this is according to the mother, and I don't believe everything she's saying. The mother stated that they were planting flowers. Summer wanted to go in the house to be with her brothers, to watch TV with her brothers. She walked Summer to their door and said she was only going for 2 minutes. She watched her go in the house. She was only going for 120 seconds, 2 minutes, okay? She said when she came back, Summer was nowhere to be found, which I find odd and hard to believe. If you was outside with your mom, I don't plant flower. I don't understand how they didn't see Summer come out their door as she claimed. So Search team has spent 6 days combing thousands of acres of rugged terrain for the 5-year-old who reported missing around 6:30 p.m. on June 15th on Hawkins County, about 30 miles from North Carolina border. The Tennessee State Bureau of Investigation issued an Amber Alert for Summer the next day. Summer is still missing, and we are more concerned than ever and desperate to find her, the agency spokesperson. Now, my thing is, they still haven't found her. She's been missing since June 15th. It is what, July 9th, I believe, today. That little girl did not just open their basement door and walk away because they would have found her. They would have been found her. A 5-year-old kid could only get but so far. She had to have help. Some type of adult had to have been with her. Okay. And this is little Summer Wells right here. I'm pretty sure you guys already heard about this case, but just in case you didn't, this is Summer Wells right here. There was a lot of talk and speculation about her hair being cut and short like a boy. At first, I did find it odd when I first saw this story. I was like, wow, why would they cut that little girl hair? But then, little girls do try to mimic off what they see. She do have 3 brothers, so maybe she's trying to be like her brother. But one thing I did find out is what Summer Wells' mom said in an interview that she did recently, because at first she wasn't doing no interviews. Candace, Summer Wells' mom, was not doing no interviews at all, which was, I don't know, because like I said, at first I was like, wow, she's not doing any interviews. She looking suspect. She looking sneaky, suspicious. But then I had to put myself in her shoes and think to myself, if I was her, would I be, I would probably make one video, and just leave it alone because she already getting backlash. And I'm not saying she shouldn't, because I don't believe her and Don is saying, Candace and Don is saying, but we could get her the benefit of the doubt. Okay. But the fact of the story is, it just don't make no sense. Now, in the interview that Candace did, she stated that the reason why she cut Summer hair is because Summer wanted to be like her. But then when Don did his interview, he stated something totally different. He stated that the mom cut her hair so that Summer wouldn't feel bad about her having short hair. Which one is it? See, it's little details like that you have to pay attention to. It might seem small, but it ain't small, because if you think about it, it's a lie. And if you're telling the truth and the story is what it is, and that's what really happened, it ain't gonna be no changes in the stories. Everything going to match up. And this story is not matching up at all. Even Don said he was at work when he got a call that his daughter was missing. He said he hung up the phone, told his wife to call the police, but then he called the police. He said that he left work, and allegedly he worked, I believe they said 30 minutes away from his home, but somehow he wound up beating the police officers to his house, because he said when he got there, nobody was there, which I find odd as well, because if Candace called the cops, I mean, why would it take 30 minutes for them to come? This is a 5-year-old child we're talking about that went missing. So I'm not understanding that part as well. Now, it's a lot of speculation with this story, and a lot of weird things in this family. Like, for instance, Summerwell's aunt went missing. I believe her name was Rosemary Wells, if I'm not mistaken, or Rose. Now, she went missing back in 2009. Okay, and I have my theory, but I'm gonna get to that in just a second. So Summer is not the only person who went missing from her family. We have Summer aunt Rosemary, I believe is her name. If I'm wrong, y'all let me know in the comments below. But yes, Summer aunt did go missing in 2009, and allegedly, from what we're hearing from Allison, who is Candace's ex-best friend, Candace, Summer mom was jealous of Rosemary. Allegedly, Allison stated that she was around, Candace and her mom one time, and the mom was crying because she's missing her daughter. And Candace came out her mouth and said, "Why you crying over that bitch?" or something to that. Like, why you crying over her? But called her a B. Like, why you crying over that B? She's gone. She's not coming back. Like, why would you say that about your blood sister? Why would you say that? It's almost like Candace was jealous of her sister and the attention the sister got because she went missing. It seemed like Candace was jealous that the mom was, worried about the daughter and so heartbroken. And I'm starting to wonder, did Candace set this up? Because, I don't know, she wanted some type of attention that her sister was getting when she went missing, or how the mom was crying and how everybody missed the sister. Was this set up by Candace? I'm just saying. Because it just don't make no sense to me. Not one, but two people in the same family goes missing. The sister of Candace and now the daughter of Candace. And there's been some other rumors going around, or allegations, I should say, about Don Wells allegedly being arrested or being charged with, I believe it was raping or sexually assaulting his sister years ago. Allison, again, who is Candace's friend, also stated that Candace was jealous of Summer because Don was showing Summer a lot of attention. And some people even speculate that Don was even, sexually assaulting his own daughter at one point, because they were saying that he would give her a whole bunch of gifts, spoil her with gifts, and she didn't want the gifts. She would always give them away. There's a video out that I seen. I forget where I seen it at, but there's a video out of Summer and church, And you just see how she's craving for attention, like jumping on top of this lady. I don't know who the lady is in the church, but jumping on top of her, like just touching her. You could tell this little girl was starving for attention. She was not getting attention at home, and if she was, it was unwanted, wrong attention. Now, this picture right here that I have on my screen, this one right here, this is on the day she went missing. Her mother, and Candace's mom allegedly was on their way back from the markets and dropping Hunter off. And they said that Summer was asleep. But a lot of people was picking apart this picture saying she don't look sleep. Look how she's laying, yada, yada, yada. I don't see, me personally, I don't see anything wrong with this picture. I don't know. But a lot of people was talking about this particular picture because this is right before she went missing. The timeline, allegedly, Candace can't remember because she said time gets away. But I'm not understanding. Let my daughter been fucking missing. I remember every goddamn detail from that day. So it's a lot with the story. Also, Don Wells' son, I believe it's his son or stepson, had been also arrested before for sex against a minor. So it's a lot of pedophiles in this family, which makes this case even more hard to determine what happened to 5-year-old Summer Wells. And something don't sit right with me. Also, is a video, y'all. It's a video of Summer Wells dancing in front of a red can that says for sale. What was for sale? Why was she in front of that can? They said for sale, and why were they taping her? I don't understand. It's almost like they was trying to sell her low key. You know, because them sex traffickers, they be having ways of, trust me, they be having ways of selling without people even noticing or making itself obvious on the internet. So it's like, was that red can for Summer being sold? Did somebody buy her? I'm really dead serious. Did somebody buy this little girl? Was she sold off of the internet? Why was she dancing in front of that red can and said for sale? Now that stuck out to me because sex traffickers do shit like that. But I pay attention to all that. I know it's early. Nobody's on here. But I got somewhere to be. Don't know when I'm going to be back, so I just want to get this out the way. All right, so let me read this really quickly. Though they cover about 2,400 acres, officials said search efforts have been slowed by the area's rugged mountain terrain. Summer went missing from their family home on Bill Hill Road in the unincorporated community of Beach Creek, where officials said neighbors are few and far between. The road was just off state highway. It's less than a mile long and dead ends in a dense forest surrounded by rocky peaks. A stream called Limestone Branch snakes alongside it. Okay. She is roughly 3 feet tall, weighs 40 pounds, and was last seen wearing gray pants and a pink shirt, possibly barefoot. She has short blonde hair and blue eyes. Okay. Somebody had taken her. In a recorded phone interview with the Kingsport Times news published Friday, Summer father said she was planting flowers about 20 feet away from the house with her mother and grandmother the day she went missing. Y'all, we haven't heard from the grandma yet. We haven't heard one peep out of that grandma. And I want to hear from her. The day she went missing, she done went inside and told her brothers, who was reportedly watching TV, that she wanted to play with her toys in the basement. Her mother, Candace Wells, couldn't find Summer when she came inside. The father told the newspaper. He said it wasn't unusual for them to find Summer out back. She has to be outside. He said she's an outside type of person. Yeah, it's a lot that just don't make sense with this story at all. And I'm going to get into Hunter. In just a second because I got some things to say about Mr. 15-year-old Hunter, okay? I got some things about him. But she wasn't. Wells was at work in Jonesboro, Tennessee. So it says Mr. Wells, Don Wells, was at work. But somehow, y'all, he managed to make it there before the police or anybody was there, which I find odd. Again. So it says, he rushed home after his wife called 911 to report her missing. He said he called it, but okay. Maybe they both called. I don't know. When I got home, I drove to the bottom of the property, and I realized that all my neighbors and stuff were combing the woods looking for her. I realized right then and there that she was not there. Well, seeing the recording, I knew right then and there that she was gone because she would never leave there on her own. Somebody had taken her. And y'all see how Don is just so adamant that somebody took her. Somebody took her. The police already said they don't have no evidence at all surrounding that she was, the theory that she was just taken away. 2 minutes from Candace walking her to their door, and they was only a few feet away. They didn't hear or see nobody take this little girl. Nobody. The brothers, nothing. I don't buy it. I do not buy it. Summer isn't the first Summer isn't the first person in their family to disappear. Wells told Kingsport Time News his wife is originally from Wisconsin, and she had a sister there who went missing a number of years ago. And that's another thing. If I had a family member, a sister, brother, aunt, grandma, cousin, I don't give a fuck. If I had a relative, especially a close relative like a sister that went missing, I'm not getting up and moving. I'm not. He said, Wells told Kingsport Time News his wife is originally from Wisconsin, and she had a sister there who went missing a number of years ago. Yeah, I'm not moving and leaving, because what if that person returned back and I'm all we over the fuck here in another state? No. And now you have a daughter missing. Are you going to get up and leave now again, Candace, because your daughter missing? They never found no trace of her either, he said, which I find odd. 2009, they still don't know what happened to the Rosemary. Crews have been looking for Summer since the night of June 15, including searching nearby ponds and creeks. Coop told reporters during a news conference Friday that the search teams have traversed steep and dangerous terrain, including dense canopy coverage and ground cover. He also said poor cell phone service in the area has made communication difficult. So, yeah. Because Candace said that she don't get no service and yada, yada, yada. Well, I can't tell because she was always on goddamn TikTok. Always on TikTok. All right, y'all. So let's look at these pictures. Okay, so these are the photos. These photos give you an idea of the difficult terrain teams are dealing with during the search for Firewall Summer Wells. Okay. As of the evening, teams have searched more than 680 acres. Summer Wells is still missing. We continue to urge residents living near Ben Hill Road to check their trail or surveillance camera for a video of photo of Summer. And that's my next thing. If she was taken, I'm pretty sure somebody would have seen something. The neighbors, somebody. This is a small community. So I'm pretty sure they would be aware if a random car pulled up in their driveway. I just don't. It's something, yeah, it's like I'm getting a really bad feeling about this whole case. How pretty this little baby was. And these are just pictures of them searching for her. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to the. So let me read this really quickly. It's saying, have mercy on that poor little baby. For Summer father, all signs point to abduction. She will never leave our hill. Wells told WJHL in a statement Thursday. I think there's some Someone snuck up on her and grabbed her. I don't think she's in the area because the dog goes down the road and the end of the trail, but I don't know for a fact. The way she just disappeared, she would never do that. So Don keep trying to put out this narrative that Summer was snitched. I don't believe that. I'm pretty sure y'all don't believe that, and the police damn sure don't believe it. They already said they have no evidence backing it up at all. When asked in an interview with WZTV whether he associates with anyone who might have taken Summer, Wells said no. Y'all, a few years ago, it was already put out that Mr. Don Wells tried to sell his older sons, years ago for drugs. So Don, you've been not looking good because, you already got your sister, your blood sister. She ain't gonna lie about that. Your blood sister, she already stated that you was sexually assaulting her when she was young. And now you got this. You trying to sell your oldest boy. Like, what? I don't understand why they're not under the fucking jail and why them other boys have not been taken out their house. I don't understand. But we're gonna watch Don Wells interview really quickly.
I mean, all these rumors going around, we're starting to wonder this and that, but looks like it's still back to somebody abducted her.
Are you involved with some people that could have possibly done that?
No. I try to stay involved with church people and good people and stuff like that, especially for my kids' sake.
So if she was abducted, you think it was somebody that you don't know?
Yeah.
If they have her right now, what kind of message would you want to say?
Please have mercy on that poor little baby. If there's an ounce of mercy in your body.
Ain't no type of emotion in his face at all. None.
Just let her find
none. But your 5-year-old precious baby is missing. No tears, no type of emotion, just talking.
This Father's Day to have one of your children missing.
It's horrible. Horrible, absolutely horrible.
She's your youngest?
Yes.
What are you hoping at this point?
Hoping that she comes home, I'm hoping and praying that she's not in any pain or misery or being hurt.
Yeah, they just can't. So we're gonna get to our interview in just a second. But they just too casual. I know for a fact if my daughter went motherfucking missing, my baby father gonna be screaming, probably hollering, tears coming down his face, probably be so distraught he probably won't even be able to talk. But he ain't gonna be up on camera. Just no. We're talking about 5-year-old baby, a baby. And then let me before we get into Candace's interview, let me just start out. So Candace, y'all, on the day Summer Wells went missing. Again, Candace went swimming, took her mom to the hospital, went to the market. What else she do? I think that was it for that day before Summer went missing. But before she did that, she went to go pick up 15-year-old Hunter. 15-year-old Hunter, which I really think is odd. You got your own sons. Now, she's claiming that her sons had to clean or whatever, they was watching TV, whatever. Why would you go pick up a 15-year-old boy? It's you, your mom, who you take to the hospital, and your 5-year-old daughter. What made you, that part just don't sit right with me at all. So, allegedly, she went to go pick up Hunter. They took the mom to the hospital. They said if they was waiting for her prescription at Walgreens. And I correct me if I'm wrong, y'all, but I believe she said they went to go pick up her prescription, the grandma prescription from Walgreens. They had to wait, so they went across the street to the little pond or lake or whatever to go swimming. Now, Hunter stated that Summer slipped and was under the water. First, he said for 100 minutes, but his mom, Allison, did an interview on Unmasked that I watched, and she said it wasn't 1 minute, it was 20 seconds. And to me, that still seemed long. Like, I literally counted to 20 yesterday. 20 seconds to see, like underwater. You got to think about it, underwater, not just 20 seconds. No, 20 seconds under the water. That's still, to me, in my opinion, long. Just imagine being underwater, a 5-year-old. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's long. We only had 9, and that seemed long to be underwater. So that's when Hunter said the 15-year-old little boy that Summer did slip, hit her head when she was under the water for a minute, 20 seconds, whatever. But other than that, he said everything else was normal. He did say that Candace gave him a twisted tea. Mind you, he's 15. He did say Candace gave him a twisted tea and some type of electronic cigarette. My coffee getting cold. Or some type of electronic cigarette. Now, 2 hours is missing in the meantime. And we want to know what happened between them 2 hours. What happened? Allison, who was Hunter's mother, said that she can't discuss that, which lets me know it must be something. It must be something they wasn't supposed to be doing, because, again, it just don't make sense. Why did you go pick that 15-year-old little boy up? You just going to the hospital with your mom? Because going to the lake wasn't planned. They said they did the lake after coming from Walgreens, because they had to wait for the medicine. So it lets me know this wasn't planned. So why did you go what was the purpose of getting this 15-year-old little boy? I don't know how true this is, but I have read somewhere that the little boy had posted on his social media before that he's dating Candace, which is weird. Candace is a grown-ass married lady. You're 15, sir. But I don't know. A lot of people even looking at Allison side-eye, because they're like, why she just now talking? Why did you even allow your son to be with somebody like Candace? Because Allison was talking about how her and Candace fell out, but she didn't, and I get that. She didn't want to be petty and involve the kids, and I get that. But she also was saying that, little red flag stuff that she heard about the family. She didn't like how Candace was treating Summer or the boys. The grandma even said that, not Candace's grandma, Candace's mom, Allison's mom, I believe, had stated that one time they was all in the pool, and she witnessed that Candace made the boys get out of the pool because they was, boys gonna be boys, probably acting up in the pool, and she made them get on the hot goddamn cement and lay there on their stomach. So my thing is, Allison, if you knew all this goddamn thing, why the hell you even allow your 15-year-old son to be even around a person like her? Why? Now look, your son is involved. Well, he may not be involved, but he's in this story one way or motherfucking other. Because of Candace. Candace came and got him. What did she pick him up for? I want to know. What was her real motive of picking him up? I'm not getting, she just picked him up just because he wanted to ride. I'm not getting it. No, I'm not believing it. I believe she picked that little boy Hunter up for a particular reason. I don't know if it was to help with the disappearance of Summer. Did he do something to Summer? Because remember, he said that they went to the market, I believe. Or they went in, I don't know, but I know that at one point, him and Summer was left alone because he said, yeah, she fell asleep while we was watching. Because they went in the store, the mom and the grandma, I believe, or just Candace. And he said that he stayed in the car with Summer watching TikTok videos, and she fell asleep afterwards. So did something happen in that car? Why did Candace pick this little boy up? And then, which I also found odd, is on the interview that Candace did, which we about to watch in a second, when the reporter asked her, was anybody with you? She said, what did she say? How's that girl? I don't want to misquote her. She said, not when we got home. Not when we got home. It's a lot to the story. I'm just not buying it. I really, really believe like, and I hate to, keep even missing this little boy in because I know he's only 15, but it's something, and I'm not even blaming him. I'm not blaming him. Even though 15, you should know right from wrong. Come on, let's just be real. But I'm not even going to blame him at this point. If he did do anything to Summer, I believe that it was planned. It was Candace's idea. This is a 15-year-old child who's vulnerable, who's probably going to listen to what she say. She probably got him all drunk. Even though Allison, the mom of Hunter, did say that he wasn't drunk when he came in the house, he was walking straight. But still, I don't know. It's just something about this Hunter and this goddamn Candace that don't sit right with me. And again, I'm not blaming Hunter because, again, I know he's a minor himself. But I truly believe in my heart that Hunter have something to do with this case and the disappearance of Summer. He was with them hours before she went missing. What happened? He got her no more. I'm pretty sure he knows more. He's just not seeing it. He's scared now. They're saying that Hunter is scared. He's scared. He don't want to leave the house. Allegedly, some men had came to his house on the dad's behalf to get him to get him out of there. But my thing is, what are you scared for? Oh, that's another thing. This is what I really was trying to say. I had forgot. But the interview that Candace did, and again, we about to watch in a second so y'all can see. The interview that Candace did, she stated that Hunter, what she say about Hunter? Oh, when she picked her, I think when the reporter asked why did you go get Hunter or something like that, she said because he said he didn't want to be, and I might not be saying it all the way correctly, y'all can correct me, but I believe she said that Hunter said he didn't want to be around that B. She's a B. Talk about the grandma, and you even hear Don in the background, like what? Like why would you say that? Pretty much, it's like Candace. I don't know. It's like she trying to paint a narrative on Hunter behalf, like he don't get along with his family or something like that. I don't know. But it just don't make sense at all to me. I'm about to play this video in just a second. Just give me a second. Y'all, I know it's early as hell, but I just wanted to get this video out the way. Because I got another video we want to go live and do a panel later on today and talk about all these cases. Whatever case you want to talk about, we're going to talk about. I know I said we was going to go live yesterday, but I was trying to wait till we get to a certain amount of views on my other video, which we didn't, so I said I wasn't going live. But I'm going to do it tonight, despite the views. But let's go over to Mrs. Sneaky Candace video. Okay.
And took her.
So y'all gotta look at her demeanor and everything in this video.
And my mother and her were planting flowers. And we went in after we got done washing our hands, and she got a piece of candy from Grandma, and she wanted to go back over and see her brothers. And I said, okay, and I walked her all the way over to the porch, and I watched her walk into the kitchen where the boys were watching TV. And I told the boys, I said, watch Summer, I'll be back. And within 2 minutes I came back. And I asked the boys where their sister was, and they said, she went downstairs, Mom, to play with her toys in the playroom. I said, okay. And I yelled downstairs for her a couple times, and I didn't get no answer, which was unusual because usually she always answers me. And so I went down there to check, and she was nowhere in sight. She she was just gone. I don't go on walks around here or runs because I'm scared of the bears and snakes and even the coyotes that are around here. Well, whoever has my daughter, I pray and hope that they have not harmed her and they bring her back to us safe and sound.
This time, I mean, go to the FBI, the police, and clear it up. And, I don't know, it seems kind of elusive.
It's really strange that I've never seen this truck and I've never heard of it until just recently. But I wish they would come forward and explain themselves. I mean, if you're not a suspect, at least come forward and say what you've seen. She was a tomboy. I shaved my head. She wanted to have her head shaved like me and the boys did.
She tried to
Listen to
shave
Diane.
her head
She tried
in
to
the
shave her head
back and
herself.
make it, I think you can see it in some of the pictures, and it was getting out of control, so we decided to shave her head off.
See, which one is it?
Long, and she shaved her head so she wouldn't feel bad. And
See,
but it
two
didn't
different
bother
things. They said.
at this point. Well, I knew right away that she was abducted. You know, I knew that right away, and that's what I told them from the beginning. But they have to go through their, I forget the word.
Investigation.
They have to do one step at a time, I guess. But I'm sorry that they had to spend so many man hours in these woods and everything. I've seen them limping and everything else, and I feel for them. But I just wish there was a way that neighbors could search neighbors' houses, and then if they're not willing, get a search warrant or something. But there's just no way you can search every single house, in the eastern United States or whatever. But I wish there was a way.
The House of Gucci.
Oh, heck you did.
Symbol of iconic luxury and home of one of the most.
Just thankful for the person or persons that's doing that. Out of love, trying to get information and trying to get her found. And we thank them from the bottom of our hearts.
It means a lot.
And we thank everybody who's trying so hard and praying so hard. And she's an awesome young lady, and we just want her back. But, there's always going to be haters, and it's always going to be that way in this world. And we just want to focus on the good friends and Christian people that are trying.
But now the dog's one bird. It wasn't barking before, but she allegedly got kidnapped. There wasn't no barking. Because if it was, Candace would have heard it with her grandma.
We try to relate with and socialize with. So we don't know anything about, no red truck, or we hardly know many of our neighbors. I mean, because we just try to be around good people. I mean, and we do have good people in this area. We found out since this has all happened. We got some real good neighbors and good folks everywhere. But
the most important thing is to bring Summer home safe. I'm sorry that you feel this way about us, but we love our children with everything we have. We've never went without, thanks to Summer's daddy and my husband. He's always provided for us and has worked as much as he could and can and still is. And I'm sorry that you guys feel that way, but that's my baby, and
She got her shirt inside out.
nobody would ever treat her like that as long as I was around. Ever.
she loves to dance. She would always want me. She says, "Daddy, hold my hand so I can twirl," and she would just like to twirl and twirl and twirl until my arm got tired. I put out there that
I don't see no tears, no hurt in either one of their faces.
one of
Maybe it's
Summer's
just me.
favorite songs was Godzilla, and they say, and they're jumping all over me about past tense was, well, I'm sorry about that. It's just,
I also like the song by New Breed. It was called House. My House. She sung that a lot of times when I play it on the TV. She loved to dance.
She liked to think of herself as
Wow,
a
didn't know
princess.
dude wasn't
And,
Summer Daddy.
you know, and all
They
that, like all
explain
young
why he
girls
seemed
do.
emotionless.
And,
She loved Frozen. She loved to be that.
Wait, that's not the dad?
Elsa.
Wait, did I miss something? Let me rewind back. That's not her real dad? Now they did. Allison did on an interview that let me pause this real quick. On an interview that I had watched the other day on A Mess, Allison was asked that did she know anything about Summer Wells not being the real biological daughter of Don Wells? She said not that she knew of. But you're right, that do make sense. Wow, I didn't even hear it. Let me rewind it back. Let me rewind it back.
That a lot of times when I play it on the TV. She loved to dance.
Wow, thank you for pointing it out.
Think of herself as a princess, and you know, and all that, like all young girls do. And,
she loved Frozen. She loved to be that Elsa and.
I think she.
Yeah, this makes a lot more sense now. If he's the stepfather, it makes a lot more sense. Who's the real daddy then? Did he take Summer? Saying that right.
You know, when you're young, and she felt that there, and she loved everybody in that church, or she loves everybody in that church. I should rephrase that because they'll tear that apart as past tense, and I apologize again for that. I hope she gets to come home, you know, and I hope she gets to be with our church family again.
Our best friend in that church was Robin. She loved her to death.
You know, she looked up to women.
Wow, this is crazy.
Come to that church, she went looking for Robin. That was her favorite person.
Any woman that was professional, that
was pretty,
yeah,
beautiful.
She looked up to those kind of women. She, you know, they were the word I'm looking for? I can't think of it, but she looked up to them.
Check this out. I'm going to show you how I afforded this car.
Wow, I didn't even peep it.
$118.
She'd give them a run for their money every day. She'd give them a run for their money. And there was times, you know, we'd be, you know, that our boys like, don't do this, don't do that. Next thing you know, a stick would come up that would just whop them, you know. And be like, Summer, don't do that.
Summer was the boss of the family.
She typical girl.
When they get out of line, she'd put them in line.
She'd do her best.
But she didn't use the very baby did it. Right, but I caught on.
And swing on her swing and enjoy dirt.
When I run the lawnmower around, she would run behind me. When the boys run their bikes around,
wow, that's really. Oh, we definitely gonna have to do a panel today, y'all. We are going to for sure do a panel today because I ain't even noticed that. That really leaves the door open for a lot of other shit in theory now. We gotta go live and open the panel later on for this. I want to hear y'all theories and what y'all gotta say.
No. This was supposed to be her first year.
This is crazy.
I took care of everything. I had her already taken all of her shots.
She high as a kite in this video.
In school for ready for this year.
I just never expected for anyone to get a hold of my heart like she has, because I try to guard my heart as much as I can, but she holds my heart in her little hands, and I love her with all my heart. I'd do anything to have her back. If there's any way.
Also, while he has a criminal record, can't remember if it's him or real dad.
Somehow,
yeah, she seems out of it. Yeah, but I think I think the stepfather, Don, I believe he got a criminal record as well. I believe I read that somewhere. I know he being accused of sexually assaulting his blood sister. I know that much.
And, just please have mercy on her, and you know, and us, and her brothers. And she's such a loving, good spirit. Please don't hurt her. Please let her come home. That she's my biggest fear is,
Look at her face.
you know, her being tormented or
It's like she get
locked
mad
in
when he
a dungeon or basement
talk about
or
Summer.
something, because she loved to be outside.
But I'm gonna tell y'all this. I bet you Hunter be the one to crack this case.
A lot of times,
Little old 15-year-old Hunter. I bet
we'd be
you.
inside and we'd be like, "Where's Summer? Why'd you leave her out there alone? You know, go get Summer now." You know, and that's
Nope,
over
something
and
ain't right.
over again. And we'd come out, and she would always be close by, but we was always coming up. She had to be outside. She was
Hunter knows something, or he seen something.
You know,
He was with them, Candace, her mom, and Summer, hours before she went missing. I can guarantee y'all he knows something, and that's why he's scared.
Blocked away where she can't be outside or have a puppy or anything.
I don't know. I believe Candace used him in some way in the disappearance of Summer Wells. That's what I believe.
Not able to do any of these things anymore, or that she could possibly, you know, I don't want to think she's dead, but it's a possibility. I don't want to address.
Look at her face.
Negativity. I just want to focus on the positive because it's so easy to get.
Did y'all just see her face though?
Negativity and stuff, and it's just not working.
How she just looked at Don.
I appreciate y'all for the good things you say and your prayers. That's awesome.
When my sister got missing, I was in between Arkansas and Tennessee. I don't know all of what happened or what did happen, but I hope that they find her too and bring her home safely too.
Yeah, there's
no tears, no type of emotion at all. We talking about a 5-year-old little girl who y'all believe, well, Candace believe walked out and somebody abducted her. No tears, no type of urgency, no nothing. Y'all just talking, regular conversation.
I lose hope. And I think, well, maybe we won't never see her again, you know. So I start thinking in past tense. Sorry. But I'm trying to keep hope up. I'm trying to keep my prayers up and all that.
He was like,
I think this Malia B's case there was a family involvement. Yep. It's definitely a family involvement in this case for sure. Because again, I believe it was. Cause wait, do Candace have like older kids, right? Don't Candace have older kids, or older son, and I believe an older daughter, or am I wrong? Maybe wrong story. But do Candace have older kids? Because I know there's like people saying like Don's stepson is a pedophile. Who's his stepson? Is this Candace's oldest son he's referring to as his stepson? I don't know. But this shit is really, really crazy. Again, I believe like Hunter knows something. Whether he voluntarily was involved or not, but he was last with them right before Candy went missing. In the video of the car that we see of not Candy, Summer laying her head on the 2 milk cartons, the voice that was talking did not sound like another woman, like 2 grown women. It sounded like a woman and a boy child voice. So my thing is, was Hunter still with them at the time when Summer fell asleep in a big seat? Something about that video, not the sleeping part, but the fact that they accidentally recorded that piece of the video. It's almost like it was for evidence. I mean, like they, like not an alibi, but like, I don't know, like they did that on purpose, purposely, mistakenly take a video. And then again, back to Rosemary. Let me pull that up really quick. Back to Summer Wells. Summer Wells aunt, Rosemary, who also went missing, y'all. Let me see. And if y'all didn't see the interview that Allison did, again, that's the mother of Hunter. She did an interview on Unmasked. Go check that out because a lot of information was revealed. And I seen a lot of people was giving Allison backlash because they were saying why she just now, reporting all this. You been knew how these kids was being treated. So now that, some are missing, now you want to come out and say how unfit Candace and Don was. Like, you should have been reported this. Don't wait until something happened and now you want to get on people platforms and, oh, well, they did this to the kids and they didn't did it. You been knew this. Don't wait until, again, something happens. This little girl go missing. Now you want to tell it all. You should have been reported this. Even though I believe I read an interview, on the interview that I seen on Unmasked, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, she did say she called the police once or CPS once. I'm not sure, but I don't know. A lot of people tend to do that. They see shit, they turn the blind eye to it until something drastic happened, and then they want to get on the news and, oh yeah, she was abusive to her kids and they barely came outside. But you been knew this. Maybe if you would have reported it sooner, we wouldn't be even talking about this case. But I'm not blaming her, but I'm just saying, because like I said, I seen people giving her backlash, like now she want to come out and now she want to talk about it, and I kind of agree with it, because it's like you ain't been, you know what I'm saying, like you even allowed your son to still hang around these people that were so unfit and abusive to their kids. You still allowed your child to be around it. Period. Especially if me and this person ain't even friends no more and we fell out. Even late, glad she's speaking up and exposing them right. But it's like, girl, I don't know. I got like mixed feelings about it because, like, yeah, like I don't know, like I got from the interview that I see on the mess is like, not like she's defending her son. I mean, of course she defended her son. That's her son. But it's almost like she was leaving some parts out because she didn't want to incriminate her son. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Oh, what am I supposed to be pulling up? I'm sorry. Summer Wells. And I'm really, like, my theory, I'm going to give y'all my little theory, what I think possibly. I don't know. I got like 2 or 3 theories. The first theory I believe is like Candace is jealous that, because again, her sister is missing, also went missing since 2009. And from, again, Allison, off the interview she did on Unmasked, she stated that one time she was at a cookout or something like that, and Candace's mom started crying because she missed her daughter who went missing in 2009. And she said that Candace looked straight at her mom and said, I might not be saying it exactly how she said it, but something to the words of, why are you crying over that, B? She's gone. She's not coming back. So that made me start thinking, like, damn, is Candace, like, did she make her daughter disappear because she want that type of attention? Was she jealous of the attention that her mom and other people was giving her sister because her sister was missing? Did she feel like she wasn't getting no attention and yada, yada, yada? So did she do, I don't know, y'all. I'm just trying to figure this shit out like y'all and give y'all my theories, but it ain't too far-fetched. Did she make her daughter disappear because she wanted the attention that her sister Rosemary was getting since she disappeared? Because there's sick people out there who would use their kids and say they sick and they got cancer or whatever the case may be, they ill, they're dying for attention. Not attention for the kid, but attention for their self. There's people out there that do shit like that, I'm telling y'all. And when I heard that from Allison, when she did that interview, I really started thinking, like, was she jealous of her sister? Why would she say that? Why would she say that? That's like my sister going missing, my mom crying. I'm not gonna fucking sit up there and say it all. You gotta be a sick individual to even say some shit like that. The B ain't coming back. Like, what? This is your blood sister. This ain't no B on the street. This is your blood sister, your mother's child. Like, how could you dare even open your mouth and say some shit like that to your mom? Her child is missing. Your sister. Saying it ain't right. It's like, is Candace an attention seeker? Did she do this on purpose because she wanted some type of the attention that everybody was giving her sister that she wasn't getting? And then my second theory is Hunter. What happened? Why did they pick him up? Why did they pick him up? I'm not buying no, oh, he called and he didn't want to be around his grandma who's a being. I'm not buying it. I'm sorry. I'm not believing that shit. I don't know why she picked him up, but I believe it was the purpose of something that got to do with Summer. She got her own boys. You mean to tell me you go pick somebody else's child up? You go pick somebody else's child up to take with you to go run errands or whatever you had to do for that day. You had 3 boys at your goddamn home. Why you ain't take one of them? Why they didn't go? You want to say, oh, they was cleaning up or they was watching TV bullshit. But you go pick somebody else's child up. If mine ain't going, I ain't getting nobody else's child, period. That's just me, though. Something ain't right with this story. Hey, Deanie. But let me pull up, my bad, I still got y'all looking at this. Let me pull up, my bad. Summer Wells. Her name was Rose Blah. I keep forgetting Wells is Candace' marriage name. Because I said Rosemary Wells is Rosemary Blah. And that's another thing. Did y'all see Candace posted talking about don't call me Wells no more, call me Blah, which is her real last name and not her maiden last name. Why? Like, why would she say that? Did she know something? Like, I look at all types of angles and avenues. Do she know something about Don? Did he do something to Summer and then she want to detach herself away from Don Wells, the whole last name and everything? Why would she just come out of nowhere if she's allegedly married to Don and say, don't call me Wells no more, my last name, call me Blah? Why? You ain't been saying it to them that your daughter missing. Okay, y'all. So this is Summer's aunt who also went missing, y'all. They look, it's crazy because they look alike. No shade, but I can see why goddamn Candace was jealous of her sister, if she was. Or not clapping cheeks. I think she has been clapping cheeks for her, so they may have been messing around at the swimmer who leading Summer going, yup, I agree, DTP, but not slapping cheeks. But I agree. So I say Amber Alert was issued for Summer Moon, Utah Wells 5, Tennessee, when she was reportedly went missing from the basement of her home on June 15. The recent reports, where did it go? A recent report said that Summer wasn't the first family member of her family to vanish. Sorry, because I keep losing track of where I'm at reading. On June 27, investigators were looking for the driver of a Toyota pickup truck seen in the rural Hawkins County area where the 5-year-old was last seen. I'm trying to get to okay, Rose part. Okay, so it say Rose was last seen leaving her home in St. Croix Falls, Wisconsin, and driving 5 miles to Cushing, Wisconsin. Her automobile was found 5 days later in Grantsburg, Wisconsin, at a parking area where truckers normally park their tractor trailers. See, y'all see how I keep skipping? This parking lot is around 30 kilometers kilometers away from her home. She was 21 years old when she disappeared. But one thing for sure, two things for sure, you're not going to tell me it's a coincidence that two people from the same family within years disappeared with no trace. Rose Bly disappeared 2009. 10 years later, Polk County Sheriff's Office created a video pleading for the public help locating the missing aunt of Summer Wells. In their 2019 video, investigators interviewed Candace Summers. Let me see. Another thing is her husband supposedly was an hour away at work. Yep, that's what I said. So how the hell did he make it home before anybody? That's what I'm saying. This story not making sense at all. I believe a lot of things. A lot. Shit, Don probably never was at work in the beginning with. Was that even verified? Where was his job at? Was that even verified that he was for sure at work? I want to pull up the video. Let me see. I think this is the interview. I'm not sure.
With a missing child, there's a hole in your heart that can't be filled.
Since Summer grandma.
It's an impossible journey every day to wake up and wonder where she is.
Just trying to figure out where my daughter is. It's horrible. It's not a good feeling. It's just, I wish I knew where she was.
And now your granddaughter.
With a missing child, there's a hole in your heart that can't be filled. And it's an impossible journey every day to wake up and wonder where she is.
Just trying to figure out where my daughter is. It's horrible. It's not a good feeling. It's just, I wish I knew where she was.
With a missing child, there's a hole in your heart that can't be filled. And
Yep, I watched it. I was just talking about that. On the mess with Allison. And I forgot the other lady that was on her as well. Yep, I watched the whole interview. She dropped a lot of information.
To figure out where my daughter is. It's horrible. It's not a good feeling. It's just,
that's why I believe.
I wish I knew where she was.
We already watched it. It started over or something.
With a missing child.
Oh yeah, it did. Or let's pause it. Yeah, I definitely watched that interview, and that's why I was saying this is where this is why I believe Hunter has something to do with it. Like I said, maybe not voluntary had something to do with it, but I believe he might have been played by Candace some way. And something happened to Summer. I don't know. But just them going to go pick her up just seemed odd to me. You have your own sons. And it's just like, why would you? I mean, I don't know. It just seemed weird to me. It just seemed really, really weird. This whole story, the aunt missing, Summer's gone. Just a whole bunch of dysfunctional shit in his family. Don being accused of sexually assaulting his blood sister. Candace getting accused of messing with a 15-year-old child. Like, what is going on in this family? I'm really starting to believe it's some type of sex trafficking situation going on. Because, again, I'm pretty sure y'all seen the video of Summer dancing in front of their red can outside their door. They see it for sale. What the hell was for sale? It's almost like they was advertising without, making it so obvious. Summer. They was advertising her for sale. Did somebody actually buy her? I hate to say it like this, but did somebody actually buy her? And that's what happened to her? It just don't make sense. I'm not buying it. Old Candace turned around 2 minutes. 2 fucking minutes. That's only 120 seconds. And she disappeared. No trace at all. No nothing. No, first of all, ain't no 5-year-old child, just like the Cow City boys. How they say, they disappeared from the yard we was only going for a few minutes and they was disappearing out in sight. Ain't no motherfucking kid moving that fast. I'm sorry. She said Candace gave Hunter one drink, but there was a bunch of empty cans in the swimming hole. Yep, and you seen in the interview how she tried to clear that up. When we got there was a whole bunch of trash. Yeah, I bet. Yep, I'm pretty sure he ain't just had one drink. And Allison, you wasn't upset. My thing is, you wasn't upset when your son came home and said, "Oh, yeah, Candace gave me alcohol." You wasn't upset. I know if there was my freaking child, I would be on the phone with Candace. with Candace. Like, bitch, what the fuck you doing giving my child alcohol? Like, what's up with you? I would have reported her ass right then and there. I'm sorry. He ain't 18. Shit, you gotta be 21 to drink. He ain't even 18 yet. He's 15. I would have been on the phone with the police or telling her ass off. That's what I'm saying. Like, why she ain't locked up? Yeah, she gave Hunter alcohol. Allison said it in her interview that she did on Unmasked. And I believe Candace admitted it as well. Yeah, she gave him one can. Allegedly, one can. Her ass need to be arrested. Period. Just right there. My thing is though, and I don't know, y'all, like how she still got her boys? Why the police ain't take the other remaining kids? That struck me as odd too. Like, why are the boys still in custody of Candace and Don? I mean, just by their parents, just how they keep them kids kept is just like a mess. And I hate to say it like that, but it is. Like, come on now. You sending Summer outside, pajama pants on, shirts that's dingy, hair not look like it been brushed or combed. Like, come on. They should have been took them kids. And that's why, like, you got to pay attention to kids and how they act and their behaviors around people. You have to. Like, that video of me watching Summer in their church and jumping on that lady and jumping on that lady. I'm surprised nobody ain't find it odd. I'm really surprised nobody didn't find that odd. Because I would have. The way she was jumping up like she was starving for attention, yo. And that video really broke my heart just looking at that shit. Because it's like, you can tell this little girl don't get no type of attention at home at all. And the attention that she's probably getting is unwanted attention. Y'all know what I mean. Because, yes, Don even said in his in the interview, he buys Summer toys all the time. It was two people, I forget, wrestling these interviews that they stated that every time Don gets Summer stuff, she always try to give it away. She don't want it. Why is that? She knew exactly what kind of person she was. It probably wasn't the first time she gave him drinks. The mother had been okay with it up until this happened. Exactly. Thank you, DTP. Thank you. That's my whole point. Yep. That's my thing. She talking now. But why you ain't been? This ain't no, I'm like you say, I'm pretty sure this ain't no one time, first time thing. No, you've been allowing your son to continuously go with this woman, knowing she was giving your son alcohol. I'm pretty sure this ain't no first time goddamn thing. Come on now. It's crazy. But I hope this case do not go cold like the Cal City boys. And that's, like I said, that's another case that's just unbelievable. You got 2 4-year-old little boys. I think, how old were they? 4, 3. I know they just had a birthday. I forget the ages. Don't come for me, y'all. But you're not gonna tell me that these 2 little boys just walked away and haven't been seen ever again. Like, no. Somebody knew something. They did something. Somebody had them. Somebody knew something. Just like Summer Wells' case. Somebody knew something. Somebody had her. Because if not, if she really did leave out their back door, which I don't believe happened at all, the brothers ain't hear nothing. Come on. Not buying it. Find Summer Wells. That's all I'm going to say. Let's pray that she's feeling safely. And I wouldn't even recommend them taking her back to her home. Like, seriously, the way she was kept, look like she don't even look like she was clean half the time. And that's sad. That's sad. You could tell she wanted attention. That's all she wanted. Attention, attention, attention. Allison stated in the interview that Candace is jealous of Summer. She was jealous of Summer because of the attention Don was showing Summer. So yeah, it's just a lot with this case. Too many missing people, too much shit that don't make sense. I believe the boys was from Cal City. The 2 Cal City boys that went missing back in, I forget, February, I think. Still, we have no updates or know their whereabouts at all. And it was, I believe, at the time 4 and 3, if I'm not mistaken. Haven't been found yet. But they want to, what was the name? Trezell and Jacqueline want to say, oh, they were wrapping gifts and they put the boys in the backyard because they didn't want them to see the gifts. And they disappeared within Candaceburg 2 minutes. Come on now. Who they think they playing with? Who they think they playing with? And that's my thing. I'm surprised they not in jail. Jacqueline Trezell. This is crazy. This is crazy. But then you got CPS and DHS go to people's house who, they might have been beefing with somebody and they got upset and wanted to lie and call DHS or CPS, wherever it is where you from, to come take their kids or, just make a false report because they mad at them. The police go to their house and really take their kids. I've seen this shit done numerous times. And it's like, they had no reason to take your kids. They had no reason to take your kids. Trust me, I seen that shit. I know people probably about to comment like, oh, well, CPS took their kids. It was a reason why. I'm telling y'all, it was 2 occasions I seen they were lied on. But the police, being though this was reported, we had to take your kids until we get to the bottom of the investigation. But you have all these other cases that we've seen time and time again also where people been calling and calling and calling, making reports, telling them how this don't look right, the kids look like da-da-da-da-da. Police ain't did shit. CPS ain't did shit. They still got their kids. It's fucked up how the system is. But them boys need to be removed out of Candace's house. You see the little boy who did the interview with Don had his head down the whole goddamn interview. It's like he knew not to look up. He knew. This is crazy. This is crazy. Let me show you the Cal City boys in case you guys don't know, which I'm pretty sure you guys know. Cal City. Let me see. And this is that Don is the stepfather of Summer Wells and not the biological father. Who is the biological father? Where he at? Shit, did he possibly take Summer? What happened? I was trying to show you a picture. 200 days later. I've seen it too. A great mom lost her kids because her baby daddy's girlfriend was jealous of her. It took over 3 years to get it back. Exactly. See? Shit like that. But you got people like Candace's and Cal City, Jacqueline Trezells, and you all know the rest. We got Brittany Bowens and who else? Shit, there's a list of people I can name. Still got their kids. That's what they saying. No. Nope. That Don isn't the real father of Summer. What am I looking for? Oh. Yeah, that's what they saying. We're gonna find out though. We are going to find out. Let me stop sharing the screen. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna find out, like, is he the real father or not? But in an interview she said something to the terms like baby father and her husband helped take care of her son, like that. See, even yes, 2008 had commented, while didn't know dude wasn't Summer daddy, it explains why he seemed emotionless. She said her baby daddy and husband take care of them. But she didn't use the word baby daddy, but of course, I get exactly what she mean though. So yeah, they saying that it's not, but we gonna investigate that to see for sure. But yes, 2008 said it does make sense why he not emotion, because it ain't his real daughter, allegedly. Mm-mm-mm. It's too much. This is too much. Babies after babies disappearing, being murdered, being, just disappearing. But one thing for sure, two things for certain, nobody just disappeared off the face of the earth with with nobody seeing them at all, nobody not knowing a thing. That's just impossible. Somebody knows something. They just not seeing it. They just not speaking up. That's all. See, this ain't the first time. I was gonna say this the first time I heard this too, but it's not, because I remember in the interview that on Amaze Allison, I remember that the lady offered Amaze ex Allison the same question. She was told that Don Wells was not the biological father of Summer Wells, and I remember exactly Allison said in their interview, she said, "Not that I'm aware of." She said, "Long as she know, as far as she know, he is the biological father." But they did ex, so this is the second time I'm hearing this. But I don't know how true it is, but we're gonna find that out. We're gonna try to get some information about that. Because again, if there is a biological father, that just it's a whole new different ball game now. Almost like Dorshay Alves case. She went missing from the park. Her mom was sitting in the car with her aunt, who was 8, helping her with homework. She couldn't really see where the kids was playing at because it was like a little hill. Said she was only sitting there for about 5 minutes before her son ran back crying. Stating that, well, he couldn't really talk, but pointing to where Dorshay was last seen at. Now, she's been missing since September of 2000 and I want to say 19. I don't think it was 18. I believe it was September of 2019. Recently, it was on my page. I just covered this story the other day. There's a video of the father, Dorshay father. Allegedly, that's his voice in the background. They're saying of Dorshay on her 7th birthday. Mind you, she was 5 when she went missing. On her 7th birthday, I don't know if you guys seen it. Satan stating his baby girl and whatever he was seeing in the video, but it was definitely Dorshay. So it's like he had his daughter, point blank. Period. I'm just not understanding why he not arrested or whatever the case may be. But I'm starting to think. Thank you, DTP. I'm starting to think that if this is in fact true, he's not the biological father, Don Wells, then who is the real father? Could he possibly have taken her? Did Candace possibly set this up for the real father to get his daughter? Because that's what I believe about the Dorshay case. I believe they in the park. Dorshay set, not set, but Dorshay has set this up. Dorshay has set this up so that the biological father can get his daughter, because Dorshay didn't even live with her mom. Dorshay mom had her when she was 13. Mind you, Dorshay father was 18 or 17 at the time. So yeah, okay. Y'all see where I'm getting at with this. And she was pregnant again at the time of disappearance of her 5-year-old daughter. So could this possibly be the case if Don is not, in fact, the biological father of Summer Wells? Again, we're going to have to find some information about it. If y'all find any information before I do, y'all can email me at perrychristine25@gmail.com, or you can just leave it in the comment section below. It doesn't matter to me. But yeah, it's just a whole bunch of shit that just don't make sense with this story, just like Dolce's story, just like the Cow City story, and all the other stories. I could go on. It don't make no sense at all, y'all. At all. I just pray that Summer Wells is, found safely. And if the family, in fact, had nothing to do with her disappearance, then I would truly, I'll apologize publicly for even speculating. But so far, it don't look good. The story don't add up. It don't make sense. I feel like we need to hear from Hunter, even though I know he's a minor, but he probably the key to cracking this case, honestly. And I feel it in my heart. I feel like Hunter is the key to cracking this case. Y'all heard what Hunter's father said? Or, well, allegedly, what he said, because I heard this from Alice on that interview that she did. She stated that Hunter's father said, "Bring him to me. I will get the confession out of him within 1 minute." What confession? What confession is what I want to know. It's just crazy. But I'm about to go ahead and get off, y'all. I got to get ready to go. It's 10:30. I'm supposed to leave at 10, honestly. But I'm going to go ahead and get off. I think I'm going to open up the panel tonight, y'all. Y'all want me to open up the panel? So we can just all just talk about our theories and what we think and bring information to each other. We don't have to particularly talk about the Summer Wells case. We can talk about all the other cases that are also covered on my channel on an open panel, just giving our opinions. I also want to retouch on the King Hill case as well, because again, we still don't know where he is. We still don't really truly 100% know what happened to King Hill. So I want to talk about a few things. I want to hear from the grandma. Yes, I want to hear from the grandma. So I haven't heard anything from her. Hearing her side will answer a lot of questions. Yep, exactly. Wonder why she's not talking. DTP, you've been on the road. But that's what I want to know. Why she have not been talking? Her and Hunter are the two I want to hear from. Because Candace just telling a whole bunch of lies. Her and Don. He's saying one thing, she's saying one thing. Yeah. King was truly forgotten, yes. And that's why I want to retouch on his case, y'all. That's why I want to retouch on the King Hill case, because again, we truly do not know what happened to King Hill. We still don't know. We know what allegedly they're saying that happened, but like this case and a few other cases, it just don't make sense. And I'm here in Philly, where King is from, just to let y'all know. But I do want to talk about that case as well. Continue to bring awareness to King. It's like YouTubers will cover the case while it's popular that they think gonna bring views, and then soon when it died down, then they go into another case, and then it's like we forgot all about that particular case. I ain't forget about it though. I'm gonna continue to talk about it. Thank you, DTP. You have a nice day too. So yeah, a few things I want to talk about today. A few. So yeah, I'm about to get up off of here. Again, y'all, I'm gonna go live. I'm gonna try. Honestly, I don't even know what time, because I got a few things to do today. So I don't even know what time I'll be back in the house. But just be on the lookout I'm gonna try to aim for 8 o'clock tonight. I'm gonna try to aim for 8, but I don't even know if I'm gonna be in the house by then. But just be on the lookout. Just be on the lookout for my channel. And if you guys miss it, just go back and just rewatch it if you missed the live tonight. So yeah, just be on the lookout for me being live tonight. I don't know exactly what time, but you know what I'll do? I'll post in my community section when I know I'm about to be home or on my way home. So just be on the lookout for that, y'all. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll talk to you guys later on tonight. Look at my boyfriend texting me nonsense. All right, y'all, let me get off here. He ain't nothing wrong texting me crazy stuff. All right, y'all. See y'all later. Y'all be safe.